Now that we have a completed checklist, let's create a quick report. We'll tie it all together using actions. First, let's create a report. Similar to creating a checklist, we set some basic information about the report, and now that we've created the report, let's add some content. This is very similar to checklist, but we have different fields, and we can add multiple pages for the report. Each page can have a title and a description. This title is used as a table of contents of sorts, and the description can be used to give the user more information and more instructions about the content of that page. For the first page, I'm just going to add some dummy information. I can also add fields. Each field serves a different purpose. Let's take a look at each field type. When creating a new field, we set a label for the field. Doing this will automatically generate a slug, which is a unique identifier for the data of the field. For most purposes, the default value will be acceptable. Fields can be marked as required, preventing the user from completing the form until they provide some answer to the field. And the description is used to give the user more information about what to submit. For instance, if there are multiple requirements in the field, such as phone numbers should be a mobile phone, or images must be taken at the scene of the incident. Let's add a number field. The number field operates very similarly to a text field, but only accepts numeric values. A maximum and minimum inclusive can be added as well. A step is a limit that values the accepted multiples of the submission. For instance, if you set a minimum to 0, a maximum to 6, and a maximum of 10, and a step value of 2, 2 and 6 would be acceptable values, but 5 and -1 would not be acceptable values. A text area is a field of multiple lines. This can be used to collect descriptions, quotes, or any other data in the form of sentences and paragraphs. A select creates a drop-down menu for the user. You can set what values are available using the form. For each option, you can set an icon, color, and title. You can set what values are available using this form. This is good for things like weather conditions, where you don't want the user describing the weather conditions, but rather selecting from a set number of values. An image field allows the users to submit a single image. This would be used for something like a driver's license or picture of the police report's front page. This is for singular items that would be submitted. And finally, we have image collection. This allows the user to submit as many images as they need to. This could be used for things like accident scene images or the complete police report. And from this, we can also reorder the fields if we need to. We'll see how all these fields are displayed in the app later. We can reorder and delete fields if we need to. I'll quickly add a couple more pages to the report so you can see how everything works together. Similar to checklist, there's no need to save as these changes are saved in real time. In the future, we plan on adding more field types. For instance, a map field type to submit a location, a signature field type to collect a signature, and even possibly videos. Now we've created our report with our messages and our checklist done too. Let's go ahead and create a set of actions for our incident type. Let's go back to our incident type, the general accident we created earlier. Let's go to Edit, and let's edit the actions. Initially, the only event that occurs for an incident is that the incident is reported or detected. When we add new actions, additional events will be revealed. Let's go and build an action set that includes the elements we just created, messages, checklist, and reports, and show how we can build the story of an incident. We'll start off by sending the message we created via email to the Ready Collect controller and the team's controller. Then we're going to request a collector to go to the scene. When we added the responder, requesting someone to come to the incident, we'll see that additional events are added. In this case, we have when the user is close and when the user has arrived. We can set up all kinds of rules, for instance, sending a text message to the reporter of the incident when the responder is close. We're assigning a checklist to the reporter when the responder is close to fill out before the responder arrives. Lots of customization here. Rules and actions can also be chained, so you can actually have various elements that happen one after another based on people arriving at the scene and completing various actions. Now we'll assign the checklist and report recreated to the collector. We'll keep it simple and just do this for when the user arrives on the scene. As we added those, we'll see additional events appear. We can have additional actions triggered when each checklist and report is complete, and we can set up actions for when all reports and checklists have been complete. Let's send a complete message to the reporter and the team controller when everything is done. Again, there's a lot of customization here. There's a lot going on, but in the next video, we will create some users, and then we will go ahead and create an incident in another video and walk through an incident from the reporter and from the responder's perspectives in the app. Thanks, and see you on the next video.